Okay, let's go ask Grandma if she knows anything about the dead teenage girl. Oh, I wonder if I should have turned the lights off.
Oh, hello, dear.
Nah, I'm more of a coffee gal.
Me too.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops, until he passed.
That's nice. It's weird to me that the grandma keeps calling him Joseph instead of your grandfather.
Does the
It's kinda
nickname
awkward.
Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Okay.
See you later, Gramps.
Take care, dear.
She's so much more, like, familial with her grandmother, even not after seeing her for so long. I was estranged from part of my family for a really long time. I mean, not a really long time, like 5 years. And I'm still super awkward around them.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, Lenny. Do you remember anything about a girl drowning around here?
Yeah, I remember my mom telling me about that. I was like 6 at the time, though.
Do you remember her name?
Oh, man. Not really. I was so little. I think it was something with an L. Linda? Laura? Something like that.
All right, I'll keep looking. Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere.
Lanny, I need you to do something.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Do you know anything about the drowning here in 1975? 16-year-old girl?
You have a memory problem? I told you I haven't been working here that long. Besides, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Juvenile cases are a sensitive matter.
That's all for now.
Good.
What a jerk. Maybe I should call... I wonder if the bum knows anything about the drowned girl.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
Hey.
Hi there.
Guess not.
Okay, gotta go.
See ya.
All right, got it. No result for that. No result for that.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
Any theory as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Okay, what can you tell me about his service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. This pile of metals weighs more than my car. I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made General if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. PTSD. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was just guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts. What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well-renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett
He's
Savior
one of the
Myers
most
trained
famous
at this very
dogfighters in the in
Charles
U.S.
Wade,
history.
the
That's
great
pretty cool.
industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson. Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
The billionaire. He was stationed at McConnell?
He was, up until the point when he founded Wade Industries in the 60s.
All right, thanks.
My pleasure, ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
I feel like he's not gonna have anything to say about. Can I get his phone
I'm
number?
trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
I can't pretend to be a cop.
But what if it was a matter of life and death?
Ma'am, if you're in a life-threatening situation, I suggest you call 911.
I don't see a reason to ask him about that.
Alright, bye.
All right, that's all.
Goodbye,
I
ma'am.
mean, didn't Grandma say that Charles was Joseph's best friend or her brother? I think her brother's name was Andrew and Charles is his friend, so she should have the phone number.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
I don't buy it.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Are any of these pictures of... What do I have here? Can I show one of these to
Mind
her?
if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
I should get one of those.
I got the dictaphone already. I don't think there's anything else in there I need to mention to her. What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
Not the priests I know.
I don't want to show her that.
Hey, Grandma, look at my cigarettes. Okay,
I don't think we need to discuss that anymore since I've been able to open the briefcase. Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
How am I gonna get a hold of Charles Wade?
Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair.
Maybe at the police station. Actually, let me call my roommate and maybe she can give me some information.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
I'm trying to track down this young girl who drowned in the lake here.
Okay. How hard can a dead person be to track down? They tend to stay in one place, you know.
But bumped.
Ha, very funny, E. I don't even know her name, just when she died.
Oh, well, there must be some way to connect a name to that date.
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to contact Charles Wade. You know, the industrialist?
Wow, really? Why?
It's complicated, but he knew Grandpa back in the day. They went to war together.
Huh. Must be super hard to get in touch with a person like that.
Yeah, I'm finding that out.
Maybe you could ask someone in the Air Force. If he used to serve with your granddad, I mean.
did already.
Yeah, could be
I
worth
did
a shot.
that already.
I'm trying to find this guy, but all I have is his nickname, Cocky.
Well, what do you know about the guy?
Absolutely
Not much.
nothing.
I think he was in the Air Force and served with Grandpa.
Maybe you could try to find somebody in the Air Force who knew him then?
Yeah, that might be worth a shot. I don't need to ask her about that.
All right.
Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Oh, could it be as simple as looking in the phone book for Charles Wade?
Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way.
What other way? I talked to the Air Force people. They had nothing to say. Didn't they say that the Air Force base is really close to here? Why don't I just go there?
A bunch of cops lining up for a photo. Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Sure, I'll show him the police report I stole from under his nose. That's a great idea. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Tons of miscellaneous files.
He's just gonna tell me. He doesn't know anything
How's
about
paperwork
Charles, but...
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if
well
I
try.
ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
I don't need to ask him that. I don't need to ask him that. I don't need to ask him that.
Alright.
That's all for now.
Good.
So... Oh, I wonder if they're... I don't think they're... I know I was just there, but that flag on the wall just... I don't... Didn't she say something about that being...
Land of the free.
Okay, no. Never mind. I'm gonna go to the cemetery and see if maybe there's a tombstone that says something about... Cocky. I don't know. Maybe it'll give me a last name I can call a widow. Ernest, Roy, Eleanor, Benjamin Hayward. Isn't that the name in Friends? No, Benjamin, I don't know. David Spielman. Stephen Cummings, Eric Mitchell.
Alright, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
I kind of forgot about that.
I wonder what that kid is doing here all alone.
Let's talk to him.
Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Is
I
that
like
my
you, kid.
brother?
You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
I'm gonna find out what happened to you, Grandpa. I promise. No reason to go in there.
I mean, I don't see his mom anywhere. Oops.
I shouldn't leave while that kid is alone.
That's what I was just thinking, but there's no mom. He
Kid?
left.
Guess he found his mom.
I don't think he was looking for his mom to begin with. I really like that music.
She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name.
Oh, hello, dear.
What did that? Oh, couch. She's not gonna know anything.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father. Jack, was it?
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
Oh, she killed herself?
Oh, she killed herself.
Oh.
That's news to me.
Oh, that girl had been troubled for years. Truman made an official statement later. It was no accident.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
All right, found an address.
But not a phone number? I don't know if I should try to call or just... Oh, yeah, okay, no phone number. Take it. Why am I taking it?
It doesn't belong to me. I don't want to take it without a good reason. Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know.
You haven't smoked once during this whole thing.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
Yikes.
I can see someone moving inside. Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
It's kind of strange that they live right where their daughter killed themselves.
Thick, dense
killed herself.
forest. What were you doing out there, Grandpa?
You again.
I'm still here and will be until you agree to talk to me.
Enjoy a night curled up in the leaves, then.
Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know.
Can I offer her a cigarette?
You again.
Care to join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. What brand?
Corley Cinders. Extra long.
You got taste. I'll give you that. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my, oh now that was a good one. You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now, that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside?
Sure, let's go.
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy. Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan. Very lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem.
What do people think owls do?
Nice painting. It's signed L.M.
Lily Myers.
Elk, by the looks of it. They're fairly common in Conwell Woods. I can smell something cooking. I can smell something cooking. What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister.
I wonder if the red man is like the night man.
So you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Interesting.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
I don't need to ask her about that. Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy-looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive.
Wonder if that's
He knocked on
Charles.
that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning
What's
gray.
black Irish?
No beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks. So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really, except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
I don't need to ask her about that. What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods.
The woods
When
again.
Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants, nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up, and well, you know the rest.
That's
I'm
really
sorry,
sad.
Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
Wow, we went from like enemies to BFF real fast. Little cat. Okay. The Catmobile.
It's the Catmobile, my custom chopper bike. Plenty of gas in the tank.
hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Maybe she knows an art collector.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
I see a reason to ask her about that.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Nope, couldn't find it.
Maybe I can call the Air Force Base back and pretend to be a cop this time.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
I don't need to ask her about that. I don't need to ask her about that. I don't need to ask her about
I didn't mean to click on that.
I don't need to.
Alright.
Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Now I want to pretend to be a cop.
I don't see a reason to ask him about that. I don't see. I'm trying.
I'm sorry, ma'am. He has
Is there any way you could.
No can do.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
Nice try. You know what caller ID is? Can clearly see that you're not calling from the station.
Wasn't there a phone at the station?
Damn, I can't pull that off if I call from here.
Alright, let's go to the station. I really like that music. I can't remember if I said that earlier or not. Is that a phone? Yes.
It's Lenny's phone. Might be useful somehow.
Lanny, I need you to do something.
Hey, do you mind if I use this phone here?
Sorry, that's not allowed.
Let's get him to distract Lenny again.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
Hey.
Hi there.
I love his voice.
Could you just...
Sure, I needed to puke again anyway.
Good to know. Guess what? He's having some kind of fit in there.
Not again.
Here we go again.
No, use the phone.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few...
Sure thing, ma'am.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am. He has
Is there any...
No can do.
I do have official business.
I can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
Rude.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Now that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files. 555-7641.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice. Okay.